Imagine looking up at the night sky. There, hanging like a familiar pearl, is our moon. It's a constant companion, a silent witness to our history. But what if it wasn't alone? What if, every night, a second moon rose to join the first? How would our world, our very existence, change forever? Let's embark on a journey to a world that might have been a world with two moons. Our story begins not with one, but two celestial bodies locked in a gravitational dance with Earth. Let's call them Luna, our familiar moon, and Selene, its new twin. The first and most dramatic change would be the tides. With two moons pulling on our oceans, the tidal forces would be amplified, creating a world of extremes. High tides would surge higher, potentially swallowing coastal cities we know today. Low tides would retreat further, exposing vast alien-like seabeds. The intertidal zone, that rich sliver of life between high and low water, would become a far more dynamic and challenging environment. Life here would have to be incredibly resilient, adapted to both prolonged exposure to air and the crushing pressure of deeper water. Coastal communities would have to be built far inland or on stilts, living in harmony with the powerful, rhythmic breath of a doubled oceanic pulse. As dusk falls on this two-mooned Earth, the night would be a spectacle of breathtaking beauty. Imagine two silver discs painting the landscape in a complex tapestry of light and shadow. Nights would rarely be truly dark. Depending on the moon's phases and positions, you might experience a gentle, silvery twilight that lasts all night long. A full lunar and a full Selene in the sky at once would be a celestial event, bright enough to read by, casting double shadows that dance and intertwine. This constant illumination would profoundly affect nocturnal animals. Creatures that rely on darkness to hunt or hide would face new challenges. Some might adapt, developing better camouflage or new hunting strategies. Others might vanish, unable to cope in a world without true night. Bioluminescent organisms, from fireflies to glowing fungi, would have to compete with the brighter lunar glow, perhaps evolving to shine even more brilliantly. The rhythm of our lives, our very concept of time, would be rewritten. Our month is based on the moon's 29.5-day cycle. With two moons, which one would we follow? If Selene had a different orbital period, say 40 days, our calendar would become a complex puzzle. Would we have two different kinds of months, running concurrently? Perhaps one moon would govern the seasons for agriculture, while the other would be used for religious or cultural festivals. The week, a human invention, might still exist, but the month as a unit of time would lose its simple, singular meaning. We would become masters of tracking complex celestial cycles, our timekeeping woven directly from the intricate waltz of our two lunar partners. This constant awareness of the heavens would make astronomers of us all. And what of our culture, our myths, our very soul? The moon has been a source of wonder, a symbol of love, madness, and mystery for millennia. With two moons, our mythology would be doubly rich. Would they be seen as divine siblings, eternal lovers, or cosmic rivals? Imagine the stories, the poems, the songs inspired by their nightly chase across the sky. One moon might be the patron of farmers and sailors, its predictable cycle a guide for planting and navigation. The other, perhaps with a more eccentric orbit, could be the muse of artists and dreamers, a symbol of chaos and creativity. Our religions, our folklore, our understanding of the universe would be fundamentally different, shaped by the duality in our sky. The lone wolf's howl would become a chorus to two moons. The concept of the other half in romance might be replaced by a trinity, a balance of three. The gravitational interplay between Earth and its two moons would also have long-term geological consequences. The increased tidal flexing wouldn't just affect the oceans, it would pull on the Earth's crust itself. This could lead to more frequent and intense volcanic activity and earthquakes. As the planet's tectonic plates are constantly stressed and strained, the Earth's rotation would also be affected. Our single moon is gradually slowing Earth's spin, making our days longer. Two moons would likely accelerate this process. Over geological time, the day could become significantly longer, perhaps 30 or 36 hours. This would change everything from our climate patterns to our own biological circadian rhythms. We would evolve to have longer waking periods and longer sleep cycles. living at a slower pace, dictated by the grand celestial mechanics above. This intricate dance, however, could not last forever. The orbits of two moons so close to a single planet would be inherently unstable. Over millions of years, their gravitational tug-of-war would seal their fate. One of three scenarios would likely unfold. The first is a cosmic collision. The moons could spiral into each other, creating a spectacular cataclysmic explosion and a new massive debris ring around Earth, which might eventually coalesce into a single larger moon. The second possibility is ejection. One moon could be flung out of Earth's orbit entirely, cast away into the darkness of space to become a rogue wanderer. The third scenario involves one moon's demise. It could be pulled too close to Earth, crossing the Roche limit, where Earth's gravity would tear it apart, creating a stunning system of rings, much like Saturn's. So, while the image of a two-moon sky is a romantic and beautiful one, it's a vision of a world living on borrowed time. It's a reminder of the delicate, and perhaps rare, cosmic balance that makes our world possible. Our single moon is not just a light in the dark. It's a stabilizing anchor, a silent guardian that has shaped the very conditions for life. It reminds us that our world is the product of a precise and wonderful cosmic history. Looking up at our solitary moon, we can appreciate its singular beauty and the profound stability it grants us. It is the perfect partner for our lonely planet, a single pearl on the dark velvet of space. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through a world that might have been, too. If you've ever wondered about the big what-ifs of our universe, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations into the cosmos. See you next time.